You're watching Carolina and Company on the road with the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce. Your source for fun, entertainment, and events right here in Scotland County. With your hosts Cecil Chandler and Amanda Sellers. If it's happening in Scotland County, it's on right here.
Welcome to Carolina and Company Live. We're here on the road in Scotland County, and right now we're at the Gibson Community Museum. It's a new thing for Gibson.
I know, in a small community, and let me tell you, this museum is loaded with a lot of stuff, a lot of history about the area. So if you want to see something that's new in Gibson, you got to come to the Community Museum.
That's right. We've got a great show lined up for you guys today. We're going to find out more about this museum and other things. Stay tuned.
You're watching Carolina and Company on the road with the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce. We're showcasing different businesses and events to do right here in Scotland County. Brought to you by ABC 15 and the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce.
And welcome back. We're right here in Gibson, North Carolina. Now, this is in Scotland County, and we're visiting a new museum. That's right, it has not been open long, and you want to come and look at some of this stuff because it tells about the history of the entire area.
That's right. We're at the Gibson Community Museum, and it's newly here. And we're talking to Angela Hunsucker. And Angela, you are the town clerk.
I am.
And tell us about this place.
Well, the Gibson Museum is in our Gibson Depot here in Gibson. It was built in the late 1800s, early 1900s, and we got an opportunity from the McCall Museum when it shut down to sort of inherit all their items, bring them down here, compliments of Mr. Grady Hubbard. So we greatly accepted, said come on down, bring it in, we'll get it set up, we'll get it reopened. It's taken us about a 2-year process to get everything flowing, but here we are. Here you are,
and you recently had a ribbon cutting.
Right, we had that on Saturday. We're going to be open the first Saturday of every month from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the afternoon, all volunteer basis, thanks to the good folks here in Gibson.
All right, now tell us a little bit. You got it all set up in a different area. We've got tools on the wall behind us. You've got old radios and everything. Tell us a little bit of what all's in here.
Well, we have a war memorial room. Mr. Hubbard was a veteran, so we're very proud of that. We've got a lot of his artifacts, and we do have different pieces from different wars. We also have an agriculture room with all our farm tools, farm equipment, and some local items that were here from Scotland County that were actually created here in Scotland County, such as the Litch Planter. We have some John Blue items, so we're proud of those. And then we have like just sort of an all-purpose room where we have like our antique toys and old memorabilia, just things that you are probably familiar with, just hadn't seen in a long time.
You just don't see them anymore, like some bottles over there, I see.
Right.
Well, this is something you don't see in a small community like this. I mean, I'm talking about Gibson, and you've got a nice museum here.
Yes, we're very proud of it. Like I said, thankfully for Grady Hubbard, he was a great inspiration to a lot of people. We were just so proud when he asked us to do this for him. I mean, he wanted his items to be on display, and he's deceased now, but he said, after I'm gone, I still want people to be able to enjoy the items, and that's what we've done here.
And it's in the old railroad depot that actually was operating back when the trains ran by. Well, it still runs through here.
It still runs through here. We still have the train. You still get the shakes, so yeah, we still get to see the train. But we do have the depot here. We have an old timers room here with some of the Gibson history in it. So we do have a lot of Gibson history also.
Very cool.
Right. How about people watching that might have something they'd like to donate? Can they donate for that for y'all?
They can do that. We do have sort of a program worked out where you can donate it for any length of time they want to donate it for, if they want to give it to the museum permanently, or if they just want to donate it for a year or two, whatever they'd like to do. And we do recognize those folks whenever we do put items in the museum.
Very cool.
All right, now tell us the hours once again. Everybody watching wanted to know because they're going to come up here.
Okay, it's the first Saturday of the month from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
All right, and you're always looking for volunteers?
Always looking for volunteers to help, so definitely.
Well, we really appreciate you coming out and telling us all about this place.
Well, we appreciate you coming today.
Yeah, there's some neat stuff in here. We're going to take a look around.
We're going to take a tour because I hadn't seen but a part of it, and I'm going to look at the rest of it too. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
We got a lot more coming up. We're right here in Gibson at the new museum with all this neat stuff in it. We'll be back. A lot more coming up.
You're watching Carolina and Company on the road with the Laurinburg Chamber of Commerce.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live on the road, Laurinburg, Scotland County, and we're right here at Scotland healthcare systems, and we're going to learn a lot today. We've got a lot of different things going on, and Amanda's going to talk to somebody about all of that.
That's right. We're down here with Kim, and we're going to talk about the surgical services here and the surgical department and just what they do. Kim, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. All right, so the surgical center down here, tell us about it and what you guys do.
Well, we are actually a 5-room operating room.
Okay.
We offer all different types of surgeries, from ENT, orthopedics. We do everything basically except for brains and hearts. We actually just started offering some spine surgery. So we do general surgery, orthopedics, ENT.
Basically anything you need, except
anything
for
you need.
kind of the big stuff.
Yes, yes.
So that means you have a lot of different kinds of doctors coming in here. Tell us about your medical staff.
So our medical staff that we work with, they're absolutely fantastic. A lot of these surgeons have been here for years and years. A lot of them live in the area, so they know our population that we work with, which makes a really big difference. Our patients feel really safe and confident with all the surgeons that we have.
All right, now being an RN, how long have you been an RN?
I've been an RN for over 13 years.
You grew up here in Laurinburg.
I did.
And
Go Scots!
I knew that was coming.
Awesome.
And you enjoy, the work here because there's always improvements coming to this hospital.
Definitely, always improvements, always growth. We really strive for growth. One of the big things that we've worked on is actually called a lean initiative. So we try to streamline what we do to help make our patients flow through our system actually better for them. So it really works out really well.
In other words, it helps you get them in fast and take care of them and get them out fast.
Yes, definitely.
Provide them excellent services.
Excellent
Which
service.
we see when we come here. We always see that in
Thank you.
every department and everything you guys do.
Thank
So
you.
now outpatient, same thing down here? Is that where outpatient is as well?
Yes, actually we have quite a few areas. It's PAT, which is pre-admission testing, which is where you go before you have your surgery. Then our outpatient surgery unit, which is where you actually come the day of surgery. We ask a bunch of questions, get your IV started, any medicines that you need, you're given there. Then you actually go into a holding area, which is where you meet your surgeon and your anesthesiologist.
Okay.
Then the operating room, then you'll go to recovery from there, and then back to our outpatient surgery to get you ready to go home.
Wow.
So y'all push really now. Is there a lot more outpatient surgeries coming in now? You do them quick and get them out?
Yes, most definitely. A lot of outpatient surgeries, which is what our community is actually looking for. You want to come in, have your procedure done and go home. A lot of people don't really like staying in a hospital.
No, they don't.
They don't. They're ready to go back to the comfort of their home if they
Exactly.
can't be here. But it's pretty nice and comfortable here, I have to say.
It is. I spend a lot of time here.
I bet you do. So now you're going to see different throughout all these procedures. You're going to see the same set of nurses, or is it going to be different? Which one do you work in the most?
We have a lot of nurses, but our nurses basically stay in the same area. If you're an operating room nurse, you're in the operating room. A recovery room nurse is in recovery. An endoscopy nurse is in endoscopy. Outpatient is in outpatient. But they're all fantastic. All the staff. They've been here. Usually, when you come into surgical services,
yes,
you don't leave. So it's really an awesome place to work, and the staff, they're just fantastic. And I do have to throw this in.
Go ahead.
Actually, we received notification from Charlotte Healthcare Systems, which is who we're managed by, that our surgical unit actually received a second quarter Patient Experience Excellence Award.
That's awesome.
All right.
Congratulations.
Very good.
Patients,
Well, that's
feel like
great,
they're doing
Kim.
an excellent job, so I'm very
I'm sure
proud
you
of
are.
that. Very
Well,
proud.
thank you
Thank
so
you very
much.
much.
We appreciate
Thank
you
you.
being with us.
Thank you.
All right, we got a lot more coming up on the road right here in Laurinburg and Scotland counties. We'll be back. Stay with us.